that we hear so much about, this giant of the Philistines, is in the valley of Elah, cutting up. He is proud. He feels as if there's no way these people will defeat him. What we're seeing here with the David and Goliath story is a reflection of what happened with Barak, Deborah, and Sisera. We're seeing new levels of technology rolling out. We're seeing a new wave, a new age come into place where they are now able to contend against champions that they never were able to contend against before. The underdog, the one that was never able to contend in the previous age, and that could never really make a name for himself in the previous age, is now able to make a name for themselves through technology. And they're moving in a way where they are trying to dominate, keep a foot on the neck of those that were able to compete, that would naturally be able to dominate without technology, the way that God established it. We see this with Sisera and the chariots, using natural things in a creative way that the children of Israel, the Hebrews, knew nothing of, giving them an advantage. We see this here with Goliath also. What we find in chapter 17 is a story of exactly who this Goliath character is, and I'm going to read it to you. Verse 4, "And there went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath of Gath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. And he had a helmet of brass upon his head, and he was armed with a coat of mail, and the weight of the coat was 5,000 shekels of brass. And he had greaves of brass upon his legs, and a target of brass between his shoulders, and the staff of his spear was like a weaver's beam." Keep that in mind. "And his spear's head weighed 600 shekels of iron. And one bearing a shield went before him." Keep that in mind as well. "And he stood and cried unto the armies of Israel and said unto them, Why are you come out to set your battle in array? Am not I a Philistine, and ye servants to Saul? Choose you a man for you to let him come down to me." This Goliath, the reason why the Bible is speaking to all of the regality, if you want to call it that Goliath is displaying, is for a purpose. They're not just telling you that he dressed up for the affair and that he has all of this armor on for just aesthetical purposes. They are painting a picture to someone that understands what this means. You see, when we look in ancient times, we see all of these warriors that had, these silver outfits on that made them walk like robots. They got the metal armory on, they got the head and the body armor, the legs, everything is covered with metal, even the fingers and the hands. And one way of looking at it is that they were doing this for precautionary purposes, safety protocols, so that if they got hit with any type of weaponry, it would be absorbed by the metal. It would protect the skin. And in one instance, I guess you could say that that's true. But that was not the full purpose of that armory. What these people were doing is tapping into what many would call free energy. You see, all of this Wi-Fi and free energy stuff that we think that we're so new to and that we're the greatest to partake of is actually very old. Ain't nothing new. It's new to you because you don't know the story, the real, true story of it. It's new to you because it's been reintroduced to you in a new timeline. Just like God allowed the children of Israel to wander 40 years in the wilderness so that generations would come and go and they will be purged of knowledge, of sin, of different types of behavior patterns. It's the same way with these rollouts. What we're looking at with Goliath is technology. This beaver's wing, this pointed beam, this sword, this individual that goes before him, all of this has to do with wielding electricity, energy. Like you see in the Harry Potter movies and someone has a wand and then electricity comes out of that wand. This is what we're looking at. This is the multiplication of power. This is what made Goliath so honorary. This is what made him feel like he was undefeatable. It wasn't just that he had weaponry that could withstand a blow from another strong man wielding a weapon. It was that too. But it was the fact that if he hit him with that weapon, the brunt of the hit with whatever weaponry that someone were to utilize to hit him with, say for instance he's waging war with another man with a sword. If that other man hits him with that sword, it's just like touching an electrical circuit. You get electrocuted. This is why he's walking and he's talking in the way he is, because he understands the technology that he is wearing. And there was none amongst the house of Israel that had such technology. God forbade it. They knew this. They knew the business of Israel more than Israel. When we look at what Goliath is saying, and he's taunting them, in verse 8 he said, he stood and cried unto the armies of Israel and said unto them, why are ye come out to set battle in array? Why would he say that? He said, why would you even waste your time to set up ranks of men in array as if we're going to go man to man? You can't wage war with me man to man. Because when one of you strikes me, you are defeated. You're electrocuted. This is why he says it. And then he goes further. Am not I a Philistine? And ye servants to Saul. He's saying this because he knows what God told them. Since you want a king so bad, I'm going to give you a king. And you're going to serve him. And you're going to put all your wives in his confectionaries, and they're going to be bakers, and all of you are going to be servants to him, and you're going to give him all your money, and you're going to give him all this and all that. The Philistine, Goliath, is taunting them because he knows, just like they know, the error in their ways.